Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a fantastic day so far. In today's video I'm going to be using the new Beauty Bay liquid eyeshadows. I already know this formula, I already love this formula, but obviously these are new colours, and as soon as I saw them, firstly I knew I had to have them, and secondly I knew exactly what look I wanted to do with them. So we're going to be doing that today. It's very, I mean, you'll have already seen on the thumbnail, but it's very glam, it's very glittery, it's very autumn winter party. Like, I know it's early, I know it's only October, but this is like Christmas party. I said it, I said Christmas. So that is the look that we're going for today. So let's just get started. I'm gonna clip my hair back first because we all know I'm gonna end up getting something all up in my hair, starting with the skin, because like I said, I know what I'm doing on the eyes. I know there's not going to be any fallout or anything. The foundation that I'm using is the Collection Lasting Perfection Glow foundation, and I've not used this for a while, so better just give it a little shake. This is in the shade Fair 5, and I'm gonna just do a couple of pumps and I'm going to use a sponge to blend it out. So whilst I'm blending this foundation out, if you are new here, then hello, my name is Millie. I am posting 31 new videos in October, posting a new video every single day. I'm reviewing all of the new makeup releases. I would love it if you would subscribe down below if that's the sort of content that you are into as well. Everything that I do here is affordable and it's cruelty free, so if that's what you're into as well, I'd love it if you would subscribe. And if you're not new here, please give this video a big thumbs up. It really does help me out so much when people like the videos, if they actually like them. It does help me out loads. It just tells the algorithm that I'm a good person and more people should see my videos. Then for concealer, I'm using the Essence Skin Loving Sensitive concealer, and I'm just going to put a little bit of this round the dark circles. I have a lot, and I don't know how well you'll be able to see, but I've got a lot of spots going on at the minute. I'm not covering over any of them. I'm just desperately trying to leave them alone. Desperately trying to not pick at them all the time. Like this one under my jaw, oh, it's so painful. And I don't really get a lot of spots, but when I get them, they take over my whole face. And of course I would get loads of spots, basically a chin full of spots when I'm filming every single day. Like, I just can't get away from my face at the minute. It just is what it is. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do my brows off camera. What brow products am I going to use? I'm just going to use the Beauty Bay ones again because honestly I got these the other day and I haven't stopped using them. The brow pencil in Bark and the brow fixer in Sable. So I will be right back when I've got some brows on my head. Okay, brows are on, and for bronzer I'm going in with the W7 Honolulu Sun Light bronzer, the longest name, and I'm just going to swirl my brush into here and add a bit of colour back into my skin. I don't want anything that's too defined on the face today, just something nice and soft for a bit of colour. And then for blush I'm using the e.l.f. Primer Infused Blush in Always Rosy, which is actually a little bit more of like a deeper tone on my skin tone anyway, so I'm just going to use a little bit of this just above the bronzer. Again, just adding some more colour into my skin. I love that bronzer and blush together. I don't know if I've ever worn those together before. I feel like that looks really nice. I am going in at this point with a highlight. Usually I leave it until the end, but I know that I want the glowy skin today, so I'm using the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder in Blossom Glow, which is just the most blinding highlight. I'm just going to wipe that brush off on my pyjama bottoms, ruining the illusion there, in case it's not clean. Tap into this ever so lightly And then if I just try and get this to catch the light as I apply it, you can see it's so blinding, like it looks wet on the skin. Can you see where that's like catching the light? It's so pretty. So then I am just going to tap over with my blush brush just to make sure it's really nicely blended in. I don't want any lines or anything, I want it all to look really nicely blended. I am happy with that. So for the eyes, the look that I'm doing, of course you will have already seen it on the thumbnail at the start. Big black wing, glitter on the top of the wing, so it's still a black wing but it's got that intense, incredible glitter. So I just need something very simple through the crease. Now of course the glitters that I'm using are like grey toned, they're a cool toned glitter, so I want something with a little bit of warmth for through the crease, so that it's that like contrast between, I like having a bit of warmth around my eyes. I just find that it suits my eyes a lot more. So I'm going in with the e.l.f. Bite Size eyeshadow palette in the shade Carnival Candy. All three of these are mattes, and then this one is ever so slightly shimmery. I think I'm just going to go in with this second shade along and just put a little something through the crease. Nothing too overwhelming, just a little something so that there's a little bit of that like definition through my eyes. So just taking a little bit of that, and I'm going to run this sort of through the crease. I'm not using any sort of eye primer today because ultimately it's like the liner and the glitter that is the star of the show, so I'm just using a little bit of this and blending it through my crease. So that first brush that I was using there, unintentionally, had a little bit of glitter eyeshadow on it because all of my eyeshadow brushes are dirty at this point. So I've made this a little bit more glittery than what I necessarily wanted it to, but I just wanted something a little bit warm. That's all I wanted. So now I'm going to be going in with the black liquid liner, the Profusion Everlasting Waterproof Liquid Liner, and I'm gonna do a big dramatic black wing. I did a video earlier this month all about how I do a black wing, specifically using this product as well, so I will link that up here if you want to see it. So the moral of the story with any winged liner is sisters not twins, so I'm going to stop there. But just know I'm fully aware that they are very different. So now I'm going in with these, well, once this has had a little minute to dry. In the meantime, I'll zoom you in. So it's had a good couple of minutes to dry down now, and it is completely dry. I'm going to be using a really tiny little liner brush. This is a brand new one that I got specifically for this. It's the BB211 from Beauty Bay. Love Beauty Bay's brushes, I think they're fantastic, and I'm going to start with, how am I going to do this? I'm going to start with the lighter one. This is the shade Surreal, and I am going to take this out of here, and I'm going to take the product from the wand and get it onto this really tiny little liner brush, and then I'm going to get a mirror and get very close to it. I'm going to paint this very gently onto the black liner, and I'm just going around about halfway along with that first shade. I'm just going to do the same on the other side, getting more of that liquid eyeshadow on this teeny tiny little brush. The first time I tried to do this look, I used a brush that was way too big. You really do need a tiny, tiny little brush, and you need to be really careful with it because you don't want any of this liquid eyeshadow to go anywhere other than the liquid liner. So again, I'm just going like halfway along, making sure that all of that black is covered. You also need to be completely in control of blinking. You can't blink whilst you do this. So I'm just going to wipe that brush off on a cotton pad with a bit of micellar water on. Of course, it would be incredibly handy if you had two of the same brushes. I do not. And then using the old pyjama bottoms again, just drying off the brush. And I'm gonna do the same thing basically with the darker shade, but do the outer half. So it's gonna have that like blend from light to dark, but it's all going to be over the black liquid liner. So it's still gonna have that base, it's still gonna have that darkness, but then when it catches the light, it's like, I did this look last year, around about Christmas time, with the green version of this liquid eyeshadow. I think it was called Malachite. I still have it. I absolutely love that look. It's still one of my favourites. It's actually the look that's in my profile picture on YouTube, because I just love the look of it so much. So I'm like painting this on, and then when I've got slightly less on my brush, I will go in and like tap over the join in between the two shades of the liquid liner. I'm hoping it'll look quite seamless. I would say if you are going to attempt this at home, I would say that the wing, like the actual point of the wing, is the hardest bit to do. So I'm going to go off and like really concentrate on this. And also, don't open your eye up too much, especially if you've got hooded eyes. I only have very slightly hooded eyes, but don't open them, otherwise all of this glitter is going to go everywhere where you don't want it to go. So I just got a little bit of that darker shade on my skin, but it's really easy before it dries just to like scratch it off with your nail. And I think I'm pretty much there. I actually feel like that darker shade is it's more of like a liquid foil rather than a glitter. Like I can't see any chunks of glitter. It looks really like smooth and foiled, rather than like the inner one I can see the bits of glitter. I do also definitely feel like this look would have turned out perhaps a little better had I not picked up a brush that had glitter on it already for that colour that I put through the crease. Like there's glitter, sort of little bits of glitter everywhere, but that's just me having dirty brushes. So I'm going to go ahead and do mascara, then I'll zoom you out and we can finish off the rest of the face. I'm using the Essence Lash Like a Boss Instant Lift and Curl mascara. So I'm going to do a few coats of this and then we can finish up the rest of the face. So I just wanted to show you what the eyes look like done, like with the mascara and everything done. So it just looks like a regular wing, like from really far away it just looks like a regular wing. But the glitter, when it catches the light, it just looks incredible. Honestly, this is one of my favourite looks. This is basically the look that got me through Christmas last year. This was all that I was wearing with that green shade. But I think there's something really classy about a silver or just like more of a neutral tone. I love it. So for the lips, I just want to go fully neutral. I'm going in with the Essence 8 Hour Comfort Matte Lip Liner in 03. Oh my gosh. Have I had a herb stuck in my teeth this whole time? I do apologise if you could see that herb and I was just not acknowledging it. How annoying. In my defence though, it is like 10:30 at night and I did just eat a chicken Kiev and chips. Well, a plant-based chicken Kiev and chips before I came and sat down. That was my meal. I'm going in with the Milani lipstick, the one that I hate because it doesn't say the name on it, in the shade Pleasure. And then I think I just need a little bit more bronzer. I'm feeling a bit pale. Let me get another bronzer. I'll go in with this one, the Beauty Crop Cocoa Bronze face palette, and I will go in with my same brush. I'll go into this one on the bottom, just a little bit though, not too much. And I just feel like I need a little bit more colour, like around the outside of my face. I should have kept my hair clipped back for this. Yes, I'm happy with that now. Was just looking a little bit pale for like the party look. Just feel like I needed a little bit more. Anyway, that is the finished look. Let me know what you think. I would love to know if you have these liquid eyeshadows, or if you have something similar, you know, if you've got like the elf ones or something. How do you like to use them? This is definitely the way that I get most use out of the ones that I have. I just love this look. I also use them like over the top of like an eye look to add a little something special, but by far this is the way that they get used the most, because I just love this look. Like anytime I'm going somewhere and it's like an occasion but it's not very formal, I wouldn't wear something like this to like a wedding or something like that, but I would wear this to a wedding evening. I would wear this to a birthday party, like a party, like a going out party. Not that I ever go to a party like that. The kind of parties that I go to are either like children's birthday parties or like a meal out. I don't know if I would wear this sort of thing to a meal out. Anyway, I'm rambling now. Let me know what you think. It's because it's literally 2-3 hours past my bedtime. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. If you want to see more from me, which, I mean, why wouldn't you? I ramble on at you for hours. You can subscribe down below. I am posting a new video every single day if I don't actually lose my mind before then. But until next time, thank you ever so much for watching. Bye.